Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belgian Beer Brothers channel. Cedric here with another brew review, and today's day 4 of our Advent calendars. So starting off with Van Steenberge. I am very curious what we'll have today. Yeah. I already see an Augustijn bottle cap, and it's a red one, so not the blonde. Yes, the Augustijn Bruin or Augustijn Donker Bruin, the dark one. Belgian Abbey beer since 1295. Now, the Abbey dates back to 1295, not the beer, but we'll conveniently look over that. This dark, authentic, high fermentation monastery beer, which is enhanced by re-fermentation, has a unique, atypical, bittersweet balance that is sure to pleasantly surprise you. Now, I haven't tasted this before, I think, or maybe a very long time ago, so let's discover it together. Apparently it is brewed with water, malted barley, sugar, rice, hop and yeast, and I do like the use of rice. I know that there are a bunch of people opposed to the use of rice in beer, but I don't know why. Rice is also a starch, so it is perfectly suitable for brewing, and it is more easily digestible. So for example, I used to drink vedette every now and then when your stomach is acting up. Well, of course the best thing is to not drink alcohol, but if you are gonna drink a beer, take a vedette, because that's about 30-35% rice and it's way more easily digestible. Also drink something with not too much carbon dioxide, and voila. So I like that this is brewed with rice, and it is also an 8% ABV beer. So, yowza. I'm gonna pour a bit more careful than yesterday, because that Baptist white was a bit too active to my liking. Of course, that is partially my fault. Well, it's a nice classic light brown color. Reminds me of like a caramel sauce. It's quite calm when it comes to carbonation. Lovely head of foam. Nice and full. Combination of medium density and small bubbles. Well, let's call this beige. Very nice. I immediately get a combination of brown sugar or candied sugar and carbon dioxide. And a tiny hint of roasted malts. That's a surprise. Let's have a taste. Cheers. Interesting. It doesn't taste as it smells. Mouthfeel is relatively thin. Nice level of carbonation. And the first thing that I notice is a very, very subtle roasty flavor, and actually a bit of licorice. Yeah. A bit more licorice. The roastiness is still very subtle. Carbonation comes through a bit more now, and I do get some of that candied sugar. Now it does say sugar in the ingredients list, so they may have used candied sugar to color the beer partially, but also for the flavor and for the fermentation. Either way, this is pretty nice. Also very drinkable. It's not so boozy. It is slightly warming in the mouth, but I don't get those tingling feelings in the throat. It's not aggressive. Even for an 8% ABV, it's not that heavy. It's actually very drinkable, quite dangerous if you ask me. And it also has a rather pleasant aftertaste, which is a combination of mainly sweet or bittersweet, as they say on the label, but it is a very, very light bitterness. I wouldn't go as far as calling it too hoppy, but it has a slight bitterness, so it's a bit bittersweet, combined with that very, very, very subtle roasty flavor. It's really just a minor detail in there. So actually, this is a nice brew. Yeah, and I do like licorice. I love all those beers that have licorice in it, or star anise, or those things. So, but it is quite thin, and I wouldn't be. I don't want to go out and call it generic, but it's not extremely special either. It is just a decent, well-brewed beer. So I would say, as far as scoring goes, I'll probably give it, let's say, a 3.5. Yeah. But I am surprised for how drinkable this actually is for an 8%er. So if you guys find one, buy it, drink it, but please be careful. It's not an all-nighter. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching again. If you like this video, let me know. Hit that thumbs up or leave a comment down below. If you have any questions, comment section is the place to be. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and you'll get notified whenever I upload something. Or just tune in again tomorrow at 7 and 8. And I will see you guys again in about half an hour with the next beer from the other Advent calendar. Cheers, you guys.